Howdy gamers, it's me, Blue Raspberry Gaming, and you know what time it is. And if you don't, it's time, if you clicked here and you do not actually know what time it is, check your watch. But it is time for our set review of BT23, for where we look through all the cards of the new set, kind of get the vibe, read them out, see what's going on, help me catch up with what's been, coming, help you all catch up. But BT23, Cyber Eden, Cyber something. What the fuck's it called? Hackers. Digimon.card.dev. Show me. No. Okay. Wait. Or is it this? Hackers Slumber. Because this set makes me sleepy. Eepy. Yeah. This is a big new set. Big new main set. So I'm gonna try to go through quicker because we got a bunch of cards. But there's actually, so I have all these tabs for all the different kind of like decks or themes they're kind of supporting. But realistically, there could be like maybe 2 or 3 tabs, and it'd just be really big because this is just like one big thing, more or less, which I don't know, I'm not super excited for. I didn't keep up as much as I'd like with the pre-release like leaks, quote unquote, where they show off all the new cards piece by piece. But I don't know. We'll see. And with that, let us, look. I'll save it. I'll save it for when we get there. Let's jump to the first deck. Atmon, baby. Of course. Of course, we need another Atmon deck that's not related to the other Atmon decks and doesn't, it doesn't interact with them. So, it follows the Atmon. We got Egg, Flickmon. Flickmon go when attacking. If this Digimon has an Atmon, draw 1. Well, they're all Atmon, so you're gonna see these. This is the when attacking. I think that's the theme. Meh, I don't know. Again, so we have Dokamon. I don't know what the fuck this is. He is a little action. He's an action. Okay, that's the theme we're going for here. But when he gets linked, if you have one of your tamers, you can play tamer. Cool. His when linking, draw 1. A good when linking effect. Periorimon, a little burger guy. He's gourmet. On play, search for Atmon and then 1 game or invincible. So this is the problem with Atmon. Notice how he doesn't have any of that. Whatever. When linking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Classic green stuff. And then Musclemon. Look at this weird Mommymon looking motherfucker. He has the security to play him out. No other main effect. And then piercing. Link. Cool. We have our level 4s. So our first level 4 comes out of security. Consolemon. Also notice it's not a game. Or what was the other thing we're searching? Game or invincible. That's not what you are. On play, when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack. So you're stunning a Digimon, and this Digimon gains reboot and blocker. That's not bad. Not a bad link effect. Let's do the other one that gets played out of security. Cordramon. We have a Cordramon. It's a coordinate. It's a little bear thingy. Comes out of security. On play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k. That's alright, I guess. And then when linking until your opponents are in, one of their Digimon can't activate when digivolving effects. That's pretty strong. If for some reason they've pushed out a guy. But usually they don't, so who knows. And then for the better level 4, the one that needs the 2 level 3s to fuse into, it is Dosukomon. He's a game. I don't know what kind of game he is, but he digivolve, he attack, and then when he does that, you may link 1 level 3 from your hand or the Digimon stack in that without paying the cost. Pretty normal link shit. Then when this Digimon gets linked, can't be deleted in battle. So gains kind of better jamming until the end of your opponent's turn. That's pretty good. And when when linking, this Digimon can't be deleted in battle. So he carries that good effect over. That's arguably a pretty strong link effect. And then Coachmon, which I think, there's the other guy. There's Pikachu from Atmon, whatever the fuck he's called. Your turn, when this Digimon gets linked, one of your Digimon gets plus 4k. And then his link effect, end of your turn, this Digimon may attack. So I assume you link this, fuse, and then yada yada. So the fusion of those two, Ojumon, it looks like that's just Leomon, right? I've seen Leomon before. He has Raid, and then when Digivolve when attack, you may play, or oh no, you may link a level 4 Digimon card from your hand or his sources, and then when he gets linked, he may unsuspend. So you swing, go into him, link, unsuspend. His link is security attack +1, not bad. The other two's fusion. This one should have the protection effect because it's always effect and then protection effect. So barrier, okay. On play when Digivolving, you get link from this guy's sources or trash. That's kind of the theme of all the apps. One will link from hand, one will link from trash, and they both link from source. And then when this Digimon gets linked, if you have 5 or fewer security cards, recover. Then if one of your opponent's Digimon, give them -1k until the end of the turn for each of your security. So you -5k usually. Or 4k. Probably 4k sometimes. And then when linking, until your opponent's end of the turn, their effect can't return this Digimon to hand or deck or de-Digivolve. So bound to de-Digivolve protection. Kind of protection. But not deletion. So, yeah. And what does this all culminate into? Poseidonmon. He's invincible, like the show. Somebody cue the blood splatter on the title screen, you know. Evade, link +1, so you can have 2 links, and he's got a little bit of protection. When Digivolving when attacking, you may link one Digimon card with the Atmon trait from your hand or this guy's sources, yada yada. When this Digimon gets linked by unsuspending it, other than their highest play cost Digimon, none of your opponent's Digimon can suspend until the end of their turn. So that only really works if they have one guy. That's it. That's it. That's all he does. So he swings for 2 checks, unsuspends, then maybe he can swing for 2 more if you keep turn while doing this. Maybe. I don't even know if he could do that. What's this deck trying to do? Big Bang Punch, the option. Draw 1, of course. And then it's delay effect. When any of your Atmon suspend, you can link from your hand without paying the cost. Okay, so it's always when something happens, you can link for it without paying the cost. And then Airy Karen. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1. Any of your Digimon get linked by suspending this tamer. They get 3k, and then one of your Digimon may outfuse. Pretty bog standard. This Atmon deck does not speak to me at all. God, we're just getting it out. Get this shit out of the way. Whatever, man. Sure, this guy looks kind of neat, but that's just Leomon. I've seen Leomon. He looks like Reddit Leomon. I don't know. He just looks like the little Reddit guy, Reddit mascot, Reddit Pikachu. Next. So now the next 5 tabs will be this. So this is CS Huddy. Is kind of how I separated. This is like the Huddy cards, which I've played Hacker's Memory half of it. So I don't spoilers, but they're they're the group. They're the big guy group, and most of the cards are about them. Most of the cards in this set are CS. It's all of them are actually CS, and then they've been broken up into this, so they can play in that deck. And I think the Huddy deck is more of a level 4 DNA deck, oddly enough, and kind of play out level 4s and spam them out, which you'll see, which may or may not lead to a toxic loop. Who knows? So Modimon, one of the 2 eggs you can use. I mean, you can use the other CS eggs as well, but here's 2 new ones. When any of your CS Digimon, whenever your CS trait option cards are played, this Digimon may attack. So that's for the... Did I put them all here? I put 2. No, I put them all here. The 5... That's for these 5 cost options, which we'll talk about. And then Yokomon, if this Digimon has CS, when attacking, draw 1. Which... Okay. Cool. Let's save you for a second. Let's talk about the 3. The 3 main ones. Skatsumon, he's your on-play search top 3. Add a Huddy, and then a CS. Return the rest to the bottom. Then, when attacking, you may play a 5 cost or lower Digimon card with Huddy trait from your hand. That's what they all do. Sorry, not you. This. And then that Digimon can't Digivolve and is deleted at the end of your opponent's turn. So you're playing these guys out to Alliance. You'll see. And then they all have different main effects. So, Betamon's main effect, on play, trash a card in your hand. You may return 1 non-Digi card with CS from your trash to your hand. Tentamon, your turn. When this Digimon will Digivolve into a Digimon card with CS, reduce cost by 1. So I feel like Gatsumon and Tentamon are the big winners there. I mean, Betamon's not bad. Definitely getting shit back from trash is good. I mean, and they all have the inherited, which you kind of want for this deck. And then the 2 oddball rookies. Monodramon doesn't even have Huddy in him, but he goes with the Justimon Huddy stuff, so Start your main phase by trashing a card with Dragonkin, Cyborg, Device, CS, draw 1, and gain a memory. And then he has 1k inherit. Then Wormmon. Oh, 4 cost. Why? Well, I wonder what he does. Start your main phase by placing 1 Erica as this Digimon's bottom card. This Digimon may Digivolve into Huddymon in the hand or trash, with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. And then all of your Digimon with the Huddy trait get 1k. So that's a pretty strong rookie. He can tuck a guy, reduce, and Digivolve into Huddymon, who has a 5 cost to Digivolve. I mean, 4 cost over CS, so Digivolving for 2. We'll get to Huddymon in a second, though. Let's go to the... Let's talk about you, Stragedramon. You're right here. Justimon guy. Your turn. When any of your option cards are played in the battle area, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Cyberdramon in its name or CS in its trait, with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. Not even full reduction. So if you play like... I don't know. It's all right. It's all right, but you're gonna be still playing 1 more to go into Cyberdramon, and then again 1k DP. So now the important level 4s. So you'll notice the important ones are these 3: Golemon, Kabuterimon, and Seadramon, and Huddymon, because they don't have inherits. You're not Digivolving because you're playing these off of the effect, and then you're gonna pop them or whatever. I don't. Probably not going to be playing this deck. We'll see. So Golemon, Alliance blocker. You'll notice they all have Alliance, all 3. And then other effects. When this Digimon suspends, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4k or less. So if he's attacking, or if he's getting suspended for Alliance, do that. Then your turn, this Digimon can't attack a player, or can't attack a opponent's Digimon. Why? That's a weird restriction. Seadramon, all turns when this Digimon suspends, draw 1. Amazing, right? That's really good. And then Kabuterimon, all turns when this Digimon suspends, one of your Digimon gains piercing and 3k. Weird Golemon has a fucking limited effect. These 2 are just better because of that. I feel like Golemon probably still gets played for, theme and archetype, and just having all the fucking words you want. But these 2 have great effects when getting suspended. And your Alliance, you Digivolve into one of these guys, and then swing with one of these guys to play out the other ones to then suspend and gain advantage and do 2 checks. That's pretty good. And this all culminates, we'll jump to you now, the first secret rare we're going to talk about, Huddymon. Lots of text. First, 5 cost over things you're not going to use, so don't even worry about that. 4 cost over CS trait. And then, you have 4 more Huddy trait tamers over an Erica. This costs 3. Spoilers, maybe. Has Natural Alliance. On play when Digivolving, you may play 1 5 or lower cost CS trait card from your hand without paying the cost. Then, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -3 for each of your Huddy trait Digimon. When attacking, by returning one of your CS trait tamers to the hand, activate one of this Digimon's on-play effects. So, return a tamer, play a tamer. Return a tamer, play a Digimon. Alliance, all while attacking. Very, very strong secret rare. Especially, it's a level 4. You can't play this one off of the shenanigans because it does cost 7. But this is the one you're going to want to Digivolve into, and it's very good with your shit. Because if you do this, to play, you'll effectively be playing 2 bodies, and then, then you do things. This is the one who enables you to do the DNA shenanigans, because if you pick up a tamer and then play a guy, you can then DNA off of her, because if you do it off of the inherits, that Digimon can't Digivolve. This Digimon affected can't Digivolve. So, yeah, but if you use her, then you can use her and then DNA into the Digimon we're going to show you in a minute. But let's see the DNA partners. So, Ankylomon and Angelmon are kind of these DNA weird pair. Ankylomon, inherit blocker, normal blocker, on play when Digivolving. When your opponent's Digimon gets -2k. Then, if it's your turn, 2 of your Digimon make DNA into Shakuamon. I wonder what Angelmon does. On play when Digivolving, draw 1. Then, if it's your turn, 2 of your Digimon DNA into Shakuamon. Inherit a natural barrier. Let's see Shakuamon. Shakuamon. DNA, when Digivolving until your opponent's turn ends, give one of their Digimon, start your main phase, this Digimon has to attack. Then, if DNAing, de-Digivolve. Really strong effect. All turns. When this Digimon would leave the battle area, other than by your effects, so by battle, deletion, anything but de-Digivolve, you may play 1 level 4 or lower, yellow, black, or CS, so anything, from this guy's sources. And, well, yeah, wow. And then it's inherit, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, do the same. Really, really strong, actually. You just go into this, do your shit, delete it, maybe by battle, which probably won't be deleted by battle. But if your opponent deletes it, you're playing out one of your guys, and that's, not bad. And that could play out you. Our other level 5 to talk about for Huddy, Cyberdramon. So Cyberdramon is the first in his line to have Huddy. Very weird. I think that's because in the game, the dude who has him doesn't use the other ones. Whatever. Please just be more consistent. On play, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area by trashing one of your option cards in the battle area, it doesn't. That's classic Justimon shit. Inherit, when this Digimon with Cyberdramon or Justimon in its name, or the CS trait would leave the battle area by trashing one of your options, it doesn't. So, sort of the same sort of protection. Then look at Justimon. Justimon Blitzarm, specifically. He can Digivolve over all them Justimons for all sorts of different costs. He has Blocker. On play, when Digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, trash an option card in the battle area, delete one of your opponent's Digimons with the lowest play cost. Fine, I guess. And then, when an option card in the battle area are trashed, this Digimon unsuspends, then your opponent's Digimon effects don't affect this Digimon for the turn. Not for till the end of your opponent's turn, not giving him good protection. But if you pair it with this, it is. So when it would leave, trash an option, get protection from Digimon effects. Let's talk about the CS weird delay options. So they have 3 5-cost options, all based off like different rookies. I don't fully understand this, but I've seen decks floating around that like, well, let's do the option deck. Sure. Main, D-Dual 4, one of your opponent's Digimon then in the battle area. Your turn, when any of your CS Digimon attack, D-Digivolve 4. So you're playing it out, blah, blah, blah. Security, same as the main effect. D-Digivolve 4, places in the battle area. Crescent Leaf. Return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Place in the battle area. When one of your CS Digimon attack, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Security, same effect. And the final one. Until you Nano Machine Break. One of your opponent's Digimon gets Sec -1 and can't activate when Digivolving or when attacking. Then battle area. You get the gist. I don't get what that. I don't get it. I feel like that's gonna be costly to play these. Who cares? Huddy's white option. Draw one. Huddy Net Cafe. And then delay. You may play a Tamer card with CS from your hand without paying the cost. Security. You may play a level 3 card with CS from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and then places in the battle area. It's fine. That's fine. That's like pretty good. You're gonna play that in Huddy. Just draw more cards and then play your Tamers for free. And let's talk about these 4 Tamers. Talk about the main boy first. Protagonist guy. So your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3. Memory setter. End of your turn, by suspending this Tamer and returning one of your Digimon with a Huddy trait to your hand, you may play a Tamer card with CS straight from your hand without paying the cost. No cost mention on that, so you can play any. All turns, all of your Huddy Digimon gain 1,000. This is mainly for getting your level 4s back that are going to get deleted. You just bounce them back with this, end of turn, and then play out a Tamer. Let's look at the Tamers you can play. Ryuji. Start your main phase if you have CS, gain a memory. On play, till your opponent's turn ends, their effects can't reduce the DP of one of your Huddy Digimon. It gains Reboot Blocker. When any of your Huddy trait Digimon suspend, by suspending this Tamer, you may use one single color CS trait option from your hand without paying the cost. Now these options make sense. Got it. Gotcha. Okay, so we're using him. He is going to be the Justimon option do shit. Got it. Let's look at Erica, the big Erica, big SR Erica. Was he not an SR? No, they're all 4 SRs. Good luck playing this deck. Start your main. If you have a Digimon with CS, gain 1 memory. end of your turn, by suspending this tamer and returning one of your Digimon with Huddy into your hand, you may play a level 3 Digimon card with CS to the empty breeding area. Okay, and then while this is Huddymon, Eater Legion or Eater Eden gains Alliance. So you can, with Huddymon, you can do some double Alliance shenanigans. And then we'll look at Chitose. Now, if you have a CS, you gain 1 at the start of your turn. On play, you may play a 5-cost or lower Digimon card with the Huddy trait from your hand without paying the cost. Then, when any of your Huddy Digimon suspend, by suspending this tamer, give one of your opponents minus 3k. So, all pretty powerful tamers that you're going to need, like, varying degrees of depending on what you want to do with the deck. I feel like Erica's probably the most important for the Huddymon shit. And then you're also pretty important, but you're pretty good too to play out Digimon. Who knows? Next, the CS shit we couldn't fit in the other section because we just here's some CS stuff. Does this set have a theme? It might. Lopmon, your turn. Well, you have a Makiko Date. This Digimon can digivolve into an Intilomon from hand, ignoring the Digivolution requirements for a cost of 3. And then inherit when any of your other Digimon suspend, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k, so that's for like Alliance shit. Let's jump to Antilomon, which we have 2 of. We're playing 2 of this card. So Alliance, of course, for the inherit. When any of your cards with the Beast, Beastkin, or CS are played, until your opponent's turn ends, one of their Digimon can't activate when Digivolve effects, I guess. And then it's inherit when any of your other Digimon suspend, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4k. And then look at her right now. She's here. She's the cop girl. Remember her? Probably not. If your opponent has a Digimon gain on memory, your turn when any of your Digimon digivolve into a Digimon with Beastkin, Holy Beast, Cherub, or CS. By returning this tamer to hand, you may play a Lopmon or level 3 Digimon card with CS straight from your hand without paying the cost. So it's just setting up an Alliance target. Because, you digivolve, play a guy, activate its all turns effect. Garurumon, just some level 4s. We have like Garurumon Greymon that we get for Nokia shit. Jamming, main, by placing this card to the top stack. By placing this Digimon's top stacked card as at the bottom Digivolution, you may play one Agumon or Nokia from your hand with the reduced play cost by 2. Inherit opponent's turn. You have 2k. I wonder if Greymon says your turn, you get 2k. Oh, he does. Oh, he does. How exciting. Raid, main, do the opposite. Do what Garurumon does, but you can play Gabumon. Wow. That's alright. I don't really know if you're going to play this in Omnimon DNA. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't really think the deck has space for that. Here's this. Here's Geckomon, I guess. Geckomon's here. He is CS. On play when Digivolving, tries 2 Digivolution cards from one of your opponent's Digimon and inherit blocker. Yeah? Sure, man. Geo Greymon. I guess Shine support, but not really. It's all CS. It's all CS support. What an exciting set. I hope you're playing this deck, or this set might not be for you. Security. Play this guy out. He has raid and blocker. Inherent blocker. What a fucking card, dude. No text on that bad boy. You read like a read like nothing. Where Garurumon. Black. So he's blocker. On play when Digivolving, if you have a tamer with the CS, give one of your opponent's Digimon starter main, this Digimon must attack. And then, when an attack target changes, de-Digivolve. I wonder if this is to bait out ace plays. I wonder. Another level 5, we have Waymon. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, other than by your effects, you can play level 4 or lower blue, or CS straight. Don't forget CS, how could we? From your hand, or from your sources without paying the cost. Then, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, do the same. Great. Fine, I suppose. I like this better. Gurumon's pretty good. Lilamon. When this Digimon would be played from the hand, if you have a Yukiko Kameshiro or CS straight Digimon, reduce the play cost by 3. Okay. On play when Digivolving, by suspending one of your Digimon until the end of your turn, their effects can't return one of your Digimon with plant, vegetation, C or CS to the hand or deck. All turns, when this Digimon deletes your opponent Digimon in battle, trash their top security. So that's a pretty good inherit. That's a pretty good effect all around. Lilamon's not bad. We have Angelomon, and we are missing Lady Devimon, which we'll just look at her right after this. When this card would be played, if you have a Mirai or Lady Devimon, reduce the play cost by 3. On play, when Digivolving, add the top of your security to hand. Then, if you have 3 for your security, recover 1. And then it has Alliance. Let's look for Lady Devimon that we just fucking missed. Lady Devimon, when this card would be played from the hand, if you have an Angelmon, wow, it's like poetry. Reduce the play cost by 3. Blocker, on play when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 4s, inherit Scapegoat. Edamon, ooh, almost exciting. Actually, this card is really good for CS, but whatever. Alliance, main. By paying 1 cost, you may play 1 3 cost or lower Chumon or Sukamon from your hand without paying the cost. Then, one of your level 3 or higher Digimon gains reboot blocker till your opponent's turn ends. Inherit Alliance. Edamon, pretty good. Just inherit Alliance for the CS deck, just because you're able to stack a lot of sources, and then his main effect of just playing something out. Pretty good, because you can, don't forget CS. We've looked at Antilomon. Let's look at Marine Angemon. Marine Angemon. Main. If you have a Digimon or Tamer with CS trait, by paying 5, give 3 of your opponent's Digimon security -1. Then, place this guy as your top security. On play when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost to hand. Then he does have a security effect. At the end of battle, play this card without paying the cost, and then at the end of turn, delete him. And Marine Angemon goes with this guy. You. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. Okay, all turn when any of your Digimon with a CS trait would be deleted. By returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck, place one of those Digimon as top security. So it's just, he doesn't get deleted, he gets put back in security. That's something, I guess. I don't really feel like people are going to do this, though. I feel like people, for the CS deck, you're going to, like, nab up some of these good level 5s, and then kind of ignore the rest. But, I don't know, we'll see. Then we have Rosemon, Fortitude, pretty good keyword. Then on play when Digivolving, suspend one Digimon or Tamer until your opponent's turn ends. One of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend, so it can be yours or theirs. Then when one of your opponent's Digimon, or what is this? When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may change the target to one of your suspended Digimon with trait. So that's fine, because you just, that's fine. Is this enough to make, like, Rosemon shit? No. Then let's go to Boncho Leomon. The other is CS boss, so if you care about that, which I don't think Digimon really does. So when this card will be played, if your opponent has a Digimon with 10k DP, reduce the play cost by 5. I wonder if he has one on play. He does. On play when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon may... Wait, one of your opponents may Digimon. One of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower Digimon card with Leomon in its name, or, say it with me, CS. End of your turn. One of your Digimon gains raid for the turn, then that Digimon may attack. This is for, like, setting up the Leomon, Chaos Dramon, Dark Dramon shit. Not really, but it's more for, like, Leomon shenanigans. But also for CS. I don't see this in CS that much, but you could. He's also yellow and a vaccine. Oh. He's probably not going to do that, though. The other secret rare of the set, Mastimon. I do love Mastimon, but this is kind of a CS card. More or less. When Digivolving, you can play a level 5 or lower yellow-purple card from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then, if this Digimon has 2 or more of the same level, trash the top card of both player security until the end of your turn, so they have 3 cards left. So you're just middle all that security until you have 3 left. It does have Partition, which I'm not mentioning, but Partition with Angelmon and Lady Devi, and it has Barrier, naturally. And all turns, when a security stacks are removed, you may play a Digimon as the bottom security card. So you can, okay, that can target your opponents, that can target yours. It's like removable. I just don't, you can set up some nasty shit with this in a CS deck. I don't know if this is like, you can just run pure Masty, though. I don't know. You be the judge. That might get a deck profile for me if I can get my hands on this secret rare. What do we do? We've talked about U2. Let's talk about U2. So Goro, start of your turn. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1. Your turn. When any of your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have Bird, Beast, Avian, Animal, Sovereign. Yeah. so other than Sea Animal, in their traits, or CS. By returning this tamer to the hand, one of your Digimon gets 3k, then may attack. Who are you? What are you for? Who's going to be playing this card? Show me your hands. Show me. You going to Leomon, I guess? I suppose. And then Takumi. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1. Wow. When any of your Digimon with a CS trait would leave the battle area, by tapping this tamer and trashing 2 of the same level cards from one of your CS trait Digimon Digivolution cards, they don't leave. Pretty good protection for CS. This, I think, is like, you got to add this to your CS decks. It finally gives protection. This is very helpful. Like, the tamer is so far so strong. Next, more CS shit. So, this is a weird, like, CS undead thing they're trying here. Dracomon. Start of your main phase. Trash a card with undead dark animal. I'm not even going to say anymore. From your hand, gain a memory. When attacking, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into Dark Animal or Undead. Okay, that's kind of like what classic Dark Animal Undead shit does. I've seen these Digimon. So we got Sangloopamon. Sangloop. This Digimon, when attacking, may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Undead or. And then, when attacking, one of your Digimon may Digivolve. Oh, so you're just It's what Undead does. It's Digivolve from trash, up the line. So Matadormon, he is Scapegoat naturally, and then on play when Digivolving, pop one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Then if Digivolving from the trash, you may play a play cost of 3 or lower card with the Undead or trait from your trash without paying the cost. All turns, when any of your other Digimon will leave the battle area by deleting this Digimon, they don't. And I wonder what he is. Grand Dracomon, an SR for some fucking reason. Start of your main phase, on deletion, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower Undead Dark Animal trait card from the trash without paying the cost. Okay, so that's, if one of your other guys would leave, you can delete him using the Inherit, and then they can Digivolve up into him if you get that many Digimon. But when Digivolving, he can play a level 4 or lower purple Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. And all turns, when any of your Digimon Digivolve from the trash, delete all of your opponent's lowest level Digimon. It's fine. Will it? Dark Animal just doesn't have enough to warrant a whole deck, and CS doesn't mesh as well with this. And then K, okay, whatever, man. Start your main phase, trash a card with Undead Dark Animal and then gain a memory. End of your turn, by deleting this tamer, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 5 or lower Digimon card with Undead Dark Animal in the trash without paying the cost. That part is really good. Again, the tamers are all really strong and very useful, which is the same as like the Cyber Sleuth set. The tamers are really like the whole fucking show, which is kind of weird, right? Digimon card game. On to the Royal Knight section, which Jessmon had enough cards. Normally, all has his own little section. But so we have new little baby Huckmon, who is another searcher. That's what Huckmon needs, baby. Give him give him billion searchers. And this stuff actually does excite me to play. But on play, reveal the top 3. Add a card with Huckmon, Sistermon in its name, and 1 card with Royal Knight trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then your turn, when any of your white Digimon are played, gain a memory. Oh, whew. We have 2 new Sistermons, a Blanc and Ciel, or a Blanc and Noir if you live in Japan. On play, add your top security card to your hand, then recover. Not bad. When this Digimon suspends, one of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Huckmon trait. Yeah, the Huckmon in its name, or Royal Knight, or trait in hand or trash without, reducing the cost. That's really good. So let's look at CL or Noir, depending on where you are. Blocker, on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon for play cost of 4 or less. That's some nice like spot removal for floodgates and shit like that. And then all turns, when this Digimon suspends, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's. This is a good like removal card. Now I don't know if you have a lot of space for more Sistermon shenanigans in the decks, but who knows? And then we have a new Gankumon and Jessmon. Let's look at Gankumon first. When this card would be played, by returning 3 cards with Huckmon, Sistermon, Jessmon in their name from your trash to top or bottom of the deck in any order you want, reduce the play cost by 5. This pairs really well with the old like shit where you can further reduce his cost by just having that one Huckmon out. So that's nice. And then on play, you can play a token with Alliance reboot blocker, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a breakup of 6 or less. For each of your other Digimon, add 3 to this effect. He's easy to play out, and he plays you a nice token. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst, but I've seen better. I like the one that can go directly into X antibody, but he saves you so much on cost that you might be able to play this as well. Don't forget if I didn't mention, these are all also CS cards. Jessmon, an SR Jessmon. He can Digivolve over Savior, but, oh, what's this? Well, your opponent has a Digimon 10k or higher. He can Digivolve into Huckmon. So he can warp up. He has Rush and Alliance. That's pretty good. When Digivolving when attacking, you may play a token from your hand or trash, or a Digimon card with Sistermon in its name without paying the cost. This effect can't play cards with the same name as any of your other Digimon. And here's the token stats. It has Reboot, Blocker, Decoy. Then your turn, when any of your Digimon are played, this Digimon may attack. So this is nasty for Royal Knights, because you play him, and he swings with Alliance when he plays out a token. He's pretty nasty for Jessmon, because you can play the token, or any of your Sistermons, or any of your Sistermon Awakens, as long as you just don't have one on field already. And then they did, one of the box toppers is the nice token. So here's what these fucking things look like, if you've never seen them. Little goblins. I think this Jessmon could make Jessmon come back a little bit. Like, these are all pretty good cards, especially him being able to warp and just skip your steps. You know, just fucking go up, man. Play out Sistermons, do shit. Play out the one Sistermon, you Digivolve up into Jessmon X, and then you maybe go into GX, right? You do all classic Jessmon shit. I think this just phases out. I think it'd be the old structure deck Jessmon. You just don't ever play that card again. Just pick up 4 of this. Next. We're still in CS territory, but now we are in Zaxxon, the bad guy quote group from CS. So we have Fun Beamon. He's a rookie. So you'll also notice, so Zaxxon is a trait of the level 6 Digimon. It's a trait of the Tamers, but not the obvious uh yeah, lower level guys. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I'm assuming you would play these cards all together. So he is also Royal Base, so he has a security effect of all your Royal Bases get 1 KDP on play. Reveal the top 3, add a Royal Base or CS. All turns inherit 1 KDP. Okay. A new Waspmon security give DP. And then when Digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play a Tamer card with Royal Base and its text from your hand without paying the cost. All turns DP. Birdramon. On play when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4k or less. On deletion, you can play a red or CS trait Tamer from your hand without paying the cost. So good for birds, good for CS. This shit. Cannon Beamon. Security, all your Digimon with the Royal Base trait gain blocker. All turns once per turn when this Digimon will leave the battle area other than by your effects by flipping your top face-up security card face down. It doesn't. And then when any of your Royal Base trait Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effects, flip the top, same shit. So nice protect. That's actually pretty good for Royal Base. I don't know if it's good for this deck. It's good for Royal Base, though. At level 5 Garudamon, one of your Digimon gains Raid on Digivolving on play. And then on deletion, you can play a level 4 Trait Soup from without paying the cost. And then on deletion, play a level 4 Trait without paying the cost. And then our true Zaxxon cards, the level 5 or level 6s. So for Machine Dramon, who is Security Attack Reboot, on play when Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then pop an 8k. Okay? When attacking, activate 1 on play effect of a face-up Zaxxon trait Digimon card in your security. What? How are we putting... well, let's read the cards. Tiger Vest Spawn Ace. So Royal Base gets an Ace, which that might help a little. On play when Digivolving by placing 1 Royal Base or Zaxxon trait card from your hand or trash face up as the bottom. Oh, okay, that's how we're doing it. Return 1 of your opponent's Digimon with much less DP from to the hand. Bounce him to hand. All turns when this guy suspends by flipping your top face security card face down. 1 of your Digimon unsuspends. Oh, okay. It's not bad. Phoenixmon. You can play this card for a cost of 5 less if you have a Zaxxon trait Dreamer. And then on play, when Digivolving, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 9k or less. Then you may return up to 3 non-TJ cards from their trash to the bottom of the deck. Okay, on deletion, place this card as the bottom of your security. Okay, so these guys are enabling you for security shit. Oh, so is this. So Sakuyamon. When this card will be played, if you have a Tamer with its action, reduced by 5. On play when Digivolving when attacking, until your opponent's turn ends. One of their Digimon can't activate when Digivolving gets minus 6k. Place this guy's security on deletion. Okay, now I'm kind of getting what we're going for here. The 5-cost Tamer. Jesus Christ. Start your turn, memory setter. On play, by adding the top of your security card to your hand, you may place a Digimon card with this action from your hand or trash the face up bottom security. So maybe we're trying to do a weird, like, not rush deck. What is that? A weird, like, Mega Zoo deck of playing big guys, but we don't have enough guys. There's 4 cards, and you can't really play him for cheap. I don't know. That's weird. End of your turn. By suspending this tamer, one of your level 6 Digimon with Machine or Zaxxon can attack a player. None of them have Rush, so you can't... yeah, whatever. Faye. Start your main if you have a Digimon with Royal Base or CS, gain 1 memory. Good thing she doesn't have a Royal Base trait. Good, that's really helpful for Royal Base players. And then when this card is placed face up in your security, or when any card is placed face up, if you have a Zaxxon or Royal Base trait, Digimon, by suspending this tamer, gain a memory. Then, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. Why are we still doing this? Why are we limiting bad decks? why are we limiting bad decks? Zaxxon. I really don't get what you're going for here, bud. I don't think you have enough cards to be a full deck. So it seems like this is a variant of CS you can maybe do. But don't worry, you won't have enough time to do that with all the loops and super aggressive decks going. Royal Knights, more also CS. Magnamon. He is a blocker, armor purge. On play when Digivolving, draw a card. Then, one of your Digimon with a Royal Knight or trait can be returned to the hand or deck by any of your opponent's effects. So protection, he's a blocker, he's a new Magnamon. Great. Royal Knight just gets a lot of options. Oh, you know what that deck needed? Just a bunch more fucking cards. Craniumon. No on play. Reboot blocker. When any of your Digimon or Tamers would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects, by suspending this Digimon, one of those Digimon Tamers don't leave. When this Digimon suspends, delete all your opponent's Digimon for the lowest play cost. Another really good option, especially since he's a blocker. Gallum. Oh, just what we needed. Another You know what we haven't had in a while? Another Gallonmon. On play when Digivolving. Until your opponent's turn ends, their effects can't play Digimon or Tamers from their trash. Oh, Royal Knights needed a floodgate. That's what they needed, a floodgate. Oh my god. And then on play when Digivolving when attacking. So we're just doing this twice. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8k or less DB. Then for each of their Digimon or Tamers, add 2k. Oh, wow, that's just a nice little Gallantmon for Royal Knights. Dynasmon. Barrier. On play when Digivolving. Trash your top security card. All of your opponent's Digimon get minus 6k. Oh, a board wipe. All turns when your security stack is removed. If this Digimon gains security stack is 1 until your turns end. Then if you have 3 or fewer, recover. Oh, these cards are wow. Examon. Piercing security attack +1. Partition of that's colors. On play when Digivolving, suspend 5 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. None of your opponent's Digimon can unsuspend until their next unsuspend phase. Then you can attack. Your turn. When an opponent's security is removed from your trash, one of their option cards. Oh, trash an option card. And delete one of their unsuspended Digimon or Tamers. Oh my gosh. And then finally, was this not enough? Oh my god, look at all these great Royal Knight cards. All these great new toolbox cards they can use to be super oppressive with floodgates or big blockers that protect everything. More consistency with lower play cost cards that keep drawing cards. Guys that can just wipe the field. Oh, what else could Royal Knights need? King Drasil, 7d6. Main, by paying 3 cost. Then placing this card as the bottom distribution card of one of your King Drasil or Eater in the breeding area, draw 1. Okay. All turns, when any of your Digimon of Royal Knight CS are played by suspending this Digimon, one of the played Digimon gains Rush, Raid, Reboot? Blocker? Insane. Wonder what its breeding is. If this Digimon has 6 or more Digivolution cards, you can play this card from its source without paying the cost. Oh, I get it. We were giving Royal Knights all these crazy cards because we also wanted to give them Rush Raid Reboot Blocker all the time with King Drusil, which is uninteractive because it can just hide under the big egg until your turn starts and then you can play it out. Oh, I get it. Yeah, this is really annoying. I mean, if you're a Royal Knights fan, you're eating great, but if you like playing the game and don't play Royal Knights, good fucking luck next set, bud. Eaters. Eaters got 3 cards, and then 4 if you count Erica, but we already covered her. Eater Bit. Also, don't forget we're still in CS territory. On play, delete one of your opponents level 3 or lower. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. All turns, when any of our other Digimon with the Eater or Huddy trait would leave the battle area, by deleting this Digimon, place it as the bottom of Mother Eater. So you bloop, and then protection, which is nice because it has the Eater thing of reduce play cost by 1 if it's in the stack for the egg. So that's is a fucking mandatory 4 of, I think, in your Eater deck. And an Eater Legion. So it digivolves over Erica, Alliance Reboot, on play when digivolving. If you have an Eater in the breeding area, you may play up to 6 play cost total worth of Digimon cards with Eater trait from your hand without paying the cost. Jesus. And then he has Alliance. Fuck. That's pretty nasty. Let's see, what's Eater Eden do? Eater Eden. On play. So you go over Legion. So this is like, level 4, level 5. But not, because whatever. On play when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's play costs are 6 or lower Digimon or Tamers to the bottom of their deck. For each of your Mother Eater's Digivolution cards in the breeding area, add 1 to the play cost. Ooh, fuck. When this Digimon will leave the battle area other than by your effects, you may play 1 Eater card from your hand without paying the cost. End of your opponent's turn, delete one of your opponent's lowest play cost Digimon. Fuck. Eater's got some nasty cards. Like these are 3 fucking hammers, dude. And Jesus Christ, that's all really good. It's finally not CS, and this is the stuff I'm actually the most excited for. So you're certified you will get a deck profile of this on the channel. The Ghost Libs. Demimera. On deletion, one of your Digimon with Ghost gains blocker retail until your opponent's turn ends. This is good. I don't know if it's better than the old egg of just being able to add back a card to hand, but we'll see. You guys could see like a mix. I don't often like doing that, but maybe. New Ghostmon. On play, on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon with Ghost gains blocker. Pretty good. On deletion, gain a memory. Love to see that. Bakemon, also on deletion, gain a memory. On play when Digivolving, by deleting one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower. That's pretty strong as well. Phantomon. So Phantomon follows the Liberator trait of these new level 5s that can kind of warp over the level 3. So if you have a Violet, place 1 Bakemon from the trash as any of your Ghostmon sources, then you can Digivolve into 3. On deletion, you can play level 4 lower Digimon card from your hand with Ghost without paying the cost. On deletion, play that guy. So I don't think he's better than old Phantomon with Execute, but he will be played to allow warp shenanigans. Oh, I missed another card. We're going to have to go up because we have the level 6, but not the level 7. So new Necromon, he has Execute, which means you can swing at the end of your turn and then delete this Digimon after the swing's finished. On play, on deletion, you can play level 5 or lower card with Ghost from your trash. All turns, when another Digimon attacks by deleting this Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. If this effect didn't delete your opponent's Digimon, you may end that attack. Fine. I don't think he's better than other Necromon. Unique emblem, Soul Banquet. So it's just it's every emblem. Main, play the rookie or the tamer, and then delay when your tamer taps. You can digivolve for a reduced cost of 3. New tamer. This tamer is like a 4 of, 5 of, 6 of in the deck. Start your main phase by returning this tamer to the bottom of your deck. You can play a Violet, and then play a Ghostmon. Don't worry about that. When any of your Digimon digivolve into a Digimon with the Ghost trait, by suspending this Digimon, that Digimon gains Rush. Now, if you don't know the other Violet, When you delete a Digimon, you can then Digivolve. And then so now you can do your Necromon play, delete Necromon, go back into like Phantomon, swing with Rush. If you like get turn back. Pretty fucking good. And then I did neglect to add in Dulahanmon. Where the fuck are you? Dulahanmon. He's like a headless horseman. Piercing, security attack +1. Execute. He can Digivolve over Phantomon for a cost of 6. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. If this didn't, this Digimon gains 5k for the turn. On deletion, you can play level 6 or lower card with the Ghost from your trash without paying the cost. You can play Necromon back. Crazy shit. He is very good. Just security attack +1 with execute and piercing. And he's deleting your opponent's Digimon and then playing out a level 6 or lower. That's just any of your guys. Super, super, super strong, dude. The Ghosts are going to be playable. They're going to be a fucking deck, finally. So that's really exciting. And then finally, we have 3 cards that don't fit anywhere else. We have an Elizamon, another Liberator card. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a Reptile, Dragonkin, reduce the cost by 1, and then your turn, this Digimon has 2k DP. We've seen this in other sets. You just kind of give a Liberator their rookie, and then you'll give their shit later on, but that's fine. You know, once the Reptile Liberator deck gets more shit, this will be played, so probably pick these up. I mean, they're not going to be expensive. And then we have 2 Belphimon cards, which also I am excited about. You know, you maybe have seen my Belphi deck profile, so here's the X Antibody finally. He can Digivolve over any Belphimon, so Sleep Mode or Rage Mode, for 2. Rush, Piercing. When Digivolving, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. Then, if a card with Belphimon in its name is in this guy's stack, he can attack without suspending. Pretty good. End of attack. This Digimon can Digivolve into a Sleep Mode in trash, ignoring Digivolution requirements and without paying the cost. So the gimmick is you go over your Sleep Mode, Rage Mode, probably your Rage Mode. So you do your shit with Rage Mode. You know, you do your Rage Mode, do all your shit, Digivolve into him. He then can swing. Then, at the end of that attack, he'll go back up into Sleep Mode for protection. This is super, super good. It's like crazy for Belphi. This is what you want. This is like a really strong guy because he's just giving more swings. Because one of Belphi's main problems is it can swing a lot, but it can't really like finish game. So this could finish game if you left security, or this could give you like help clear out your opponent's whole security in one turn. You know, you might never be able to go for game, but this guy can Digivolve into Sleep. So imagine this: you go into you start the turn with Belphimon, you swing for your checks, yada yada yada, Digivolve for 2, swing with him, he goes into Sleep Mode for free, Digivolve back into him, and do it again. That's pretty fun. And of course, he's an X Antibody, he's a demon, he gets to penetrate, so he gets a fucking option card. Its main effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a high or higher level as the number of cards you hand. If you don't know, Belphimon, it's all about having like 6 or less cards, so you're having low cards, delete like level 6, whoa! And then its trash effect, which is usually the more important effect with this kind of shit. When any of your Digimon Digivolve into Belphimon X by returning this card, activate the main effect. I just feel like you're gonna have too many cards in hand sometimes for this. Like you're gonna have 6, so it's always targeting 6s or 7s, which I guess Belphimon historically deletes like level 5s and lower. So maybe. I don't think you play a lot of this. You could play this in Demon Lords for the name, but the effect is kind of ass, so you're not gonna do that. But this card is really good. Belphi X himself is really good. And finally, you might be noticing I have one more tab, and that's because there are box toppers in this set for the new game Time Strangers, which you can check out on my channel. They're all kind of ass, to be honest, but I will just show them quickly. Marukimon, Execute, that's pretty fun. When Digivolving on deletion, you may play level 4 lower Digimon with Trait or TS Trait, showing you that there will be like a TS deck, and then when attacking, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Fine, alright, fine. You're playing shit, deleting him, playing shit. I'm skipping you for a second. Minervamon, TS, Olympus 12, yada yada yada. Alliance on play when digivolving. You can play level 4 lower with Trait and TS from your hand. When attacking, you can play level 4 lower with Trait from your trash. Fine. We need to see more TS cards. Let's look at the Tamers real quick. Monica Simmons. Gain a memory if your opponent has a Digimon. On play, until your opponent's turn ends, one of their Digimon can't attack players. Maybe, but Asuna. Start your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1. On play, draw 1, trash 1. If this effect trash a card with 3 Musketeers or TS, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with level 3. I guess it's kind of Musketeers. Maybe. They don't got space for that. Hiroko. Start your main, gain a memory. You may return a Digimon card with TS from your trash to the hand. So they're all just tamers they're like kind of dead after you play them. You play them for their effect, like an option. And then you have kind of memory gain, but that's it after that. Unless one of the TS Digimon interacts with tamers. So this one, Titamon. TS Titan Shaman. Alliance, on play when digivolving, trash a card in your hand, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then one of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. All turns, when your hand is trashed from, you may play level 4 with Demon or Titan from its hand without paying the cost. I draw special attention to this card, because if you played Time Stranger, I'm decently far in. Titamon's a big player. He has the Titan trait. This is a promo box topper. Look out for this card. He's got a couple new forms maybe in the new game. I'm assuming this card will be relevant to the Titan deck. Now, I could be super wrong, but it's a box topper for this latest set. This is the one I'm going to be keeping my eye on. And that's BT23. To me, an underwhelming fucking set. It is all relegated to like it's mostly one deck. Like we got Atmon, which it's not a very good Atmon, so who's gonna play this? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking variations of CS. And it's like I was trying to be nebulous, but like, oh, there's 7 different decks, but it's like a lot of these cards are kind of fluff and filler. Because you'll see is people are speculating the meta's going to be overrun by this card, a secret rare that everybody's going to want 4 of, so it's going to be super fucking expensive. And then, where is it? The meta will be run by this, which you probably could tell. I'm not too happy that, here's more fucking Royal Knights that are all like pretty cracked. It's like we just hit that deck. Why? So we could print even more broken cards than they've ever had before. So I don't know. I feel like this set is very strong for 2 decks. So I hope you had your CS stuff and you're ready for like Huddymon shenanigans. Or I hope you had Royal Knights. Because if you didn't buy into those decks, you can buy this and hope you get your Huddy shit. But if you get anything else, you're just kind of fucked. Because have fun collecting every SR and every secret rare for Huddy and CS, which is all of them. Both secret rares are for Huddy or CS. And I don't know. It's a really weirdly designed set. It's very unflexible. It's if you don't like those 2 things, or if you're not playing them, you can totally skip this one. Like I feel like I'm just gonna be buying singles of like the ghost shit. I feel like I won't have that many tech profiles for this set. But we'll see, We'll see. I think it's gonna be an expensive set. I think it's gonna be one that's like very meta relevant, but if you don't have those decks, you're probably gonna suffer. Because I don't think there's a lot of cheap options in this set. I do think you need like a bunch of old existing cards too to make this set work. So it's not like a very friendly buy this set and just play the game. But we'll see. Prove me wrong. I've been the Blue Raspberry Gamer. This has been my BT23 set review. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.